Hi, I'm Jonas, this is Sublime Media, and today I'm going to show you my best finds of 2024. Yes, this is going to be the first video. I'm going to do one video with my top 10 reissues, and then I'm actually thinking of doing a third video, which is going to call like the best of the rest, with 7 inches, box sets, books and stuff like that I acquired this year. Yeah, 2024 was a great year for me, and vinyl finds wise, with used vinyl, not as good as the year before that, but then again, the year before that was insane, with July on top of the sort of the big iceberg. I got to travel, so I got to Den Bosch. I witnessed the biggest record fair in the world. It was such a great experience, and I'm going there April again. I did some trades. I sold a bunch of records to get some of these that I'm going to show you, and I bought some collections, so that's sort of where the records came from. I also attended some record stores, and obviously I bought some online. I'm going to try to remember every single one, where I got it and so forth, so stay tuned for that. So this is my top 10. I'm going to show you 15 records. I'm going to show you 5 which is in no particular order, like honorable mentions, just to get things, you know, going, and then we are going to count down from 10 to number 1. Now, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Give this a thumbs up. It really helps. And I want you to comment your favorites of the ones that I'm showing. And also let me know if you have any of them. So let's get a discussion going and talking a little bit about music. I love the comments. So I live for the comments. So please do that. Do me that favor. So yeah, let's dive right into it, shall we? So as I said, this is honorable mentions, not on the list, but if this was a UK first press, it would probably be on the list. But this is 4-canal with Jody Grind. Magnificent record, and on the Transatlantic label. This is a Dutch first press that I got in Den Bosch for a great deal. The last day is deal day. I got it for a steal. And it's one of my favorite records this year when it comes to music. If you don't know it, do yourself a favor and check it out right away. This is one that I have had my eye on, but I never thought I would own a copy. I got it in a trade with a friend here in Sweden. He lives in Stockholm, so thank you so much, Jens. This is Rodriguez Cold Fact beat to shit copy, but it plays fine. Like, it crackles and pops and stuff like that, but I mean, it looks beat to shit, but it plays fine, and it's like an artifact of music history, isn't it? So this is a first South African press of Cold Fact. Such a cool pressing, such a badass record, and with the Swedish documentary about Rodriguez and all that good jazz. I mean, this is one cool artifact to have in the collection. So Rodriguez Cold Fact 1971, I think. So maybe in better condition it would reach the top 10, but yeah. Honorable mention. Another honorable mention. I don't know how to really describe the music on this one. Maybe like Middle Eastern, prog, psychedelic world. I don't know. This is actually the only find I did this year. So a minty fresh copy was at a thrift store. I attended like 3 thrift stores this year, and in one of them, along with shit records, this was there. It looks unplayed. Now it's played a couple of times, but before that, looked unplayed. Still looks unplayed. There's the label there. So we talk about finds, but in my case, most of them are just like acquisitions. Is that the right word for it? Like, I got these records in trades and buys and stores and stuff like that. So no, not finds per se, but you know what I mean. Again, honorable mention, should be on top 10, but it isn't. This was the first real record I got in Den Bosch. It was in the first row. I went to a crate, saw this, bought it right away. I bundled it up, got it for a great price, and it's Joseph, Stoned Aged Man. And I've been so jealous of everyone's showing this. I think it's been on the want list for 10 years or something like that, and I never saw a copy out there in the wild, never pulled the trigger online. It's on a small label called Scepter. There's the label there. Fairly small. I think it's not like private press or anything. I think they have a bunch of records out there, but and it's the only record by Joseph. Don't quote me on that, but I think so. So yeah, honorable mention. And the last honorable mention, if this was a UK first press, I think it would reach number 10 at least. But it's TN Symphony with An Asylum for the Musically Insane, 1969, I think. As I said, this is a Dutch press. And look at that backside. Like, this is one of those records you can just watch for hours, find new stuff. Psychedelic, folk, progressive. It's a typical like Harvest record, but maybe a little bit more folky than that. But yeah, great one. Has been on the want list for forever. But the UK version, when I saw this, I think I bundled it with a bunch of different other records and got it for a great price. So yeah, TN Symphony, awesome. The last one of the honorable mentions. So, number 10. Number 10 is, I got this for an amazing price. Thank you so much. I know you're watching. I was so happy to get this, and I think that the price was set on it due to the cover artwork being a little bit worse than the vinyl, and the vinyl is not minty clean, but it plays fine. So yeah, super glad to add this to the collection, to my Vertigo Swirl collection. This is Warhorse with Red Sea, 1972. Actually came with the original Vertigo inner sleeve, and we all love the Vertigo label, so why not show that? As I said, it's not in the best shape, but it plays through without skips, and yeah, you have some pops and some ticks, but it's a really good playable copy. I can honestly say that this wasn't on a prioritized record when it comes to my Swirl collection. There are many records I would buy before this due to the price that it goes for otherwise. But now when I could do that, sort of find and get it for that price, I'm super happy. I'm so glad to add this to the collection this year. And yeah, number 10. Another one that's been on the want list for 10 years, I think, that I finally pulled the trigger on this year is Paper Garden. So at number 9, Paper Garden. Paper Garden on Music Core Records. This is a gatefold, and it's one of those unipack things. And just like TN Symphony, this is one of those covers that you can just like lose yourself in. It's such a amazing cover artwork. The vinyl is in perfect condition. There's the label there. Yeah, psych prog from the US, really good. Check it out if you haven't. And definitely on number 9. I think that this was a online buy. So number 8. Number 8, I'll put Shape of the Rain. This is a RCA Neon record. Love that label and that logo. I'm going to show the label soon. But yeah, one that I actually stumbled upon. Got it for a great price compared to what it goes for online. And yeah, I'm really glad I did. It has my favorite label design. The neon label design is awesome, but I also like this the black RCA label is also really cool with that font and stuff like that. Yeah, I talked about this before. It's a power rock record. It reminds me a little bit of like Big Star, you know, that power rock, power pop, but maybe with some more prog leanings. Yeah, great one. Number 8. Number 7. Okay, so number 7 is Blåkulla. So now we're at the Swedish territory here. This is a Swedish prog record that is very hard to get nowadays. And look at that. I mean, I have bought new records that is in worse condition than this. It's a minty fresh copy. Look at the spine. Oh, maybe you can see it. Came with the original inner sleeve, and on the Annette label, my mom is actually, her name is Annette, so kind of cool. Yeah. So as I said, a rare one and hard one to find. I've been looking for this since I started collecting records, and with the price in this condition, everything just added up. It was my turn to actually own this. So glad I did. It will never leave the collection. I'll tell you that. Look at that cover artwork. I love it. So heavy prog. Okay, number 6. This is actually one that I have had before. It's been on one of these best of the year lists, I'm pretty sure, and I think it was higher than today actually. But yeah, I traded it, regretted it ever since. I finally have a copy back. A friend of mine on Instagram, he had a copy, so we traded it. I'm super happy to actually to finally get this back in the collection. Funk Psych. I don't know how to really explain it. The Grodik Whipper Jenny. He only did. I think he did 2 records. No, one record. Or did he do 2 records as Grodik Whipper Jenny? Otherwise, it's the brainchild of Dave Matthews, and he used like the studio and the musicians of James Brown. If I remember it correctly. There's the label there. And in fantastic condition. It's been reissued. Do yourself a favor and pick it up. It's one of the best. If you don't know this, you need to know it now. So we are at top 5, and at number 5 we have a krautrock record, and it's quite insane that this is only on number 5. This is the Shin, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a heavy ass krautrock record, and if you're a kraut fan and you don't know about this record, do yourself a favor, pause this and go straight to YouTube and stream it or whatever. Just steal it, I don't care. Just get yourself familiar with this record. It's a masterpiece. So damn good, really rare, hard to find, expensive, but I think that it's just like this music is so good that it's like it deserves to be hard to find and expensive, because if you have a copy, you are holding on to it. So at number 5, number 4, shit, only number 4, it's insane. Yeah, this was a super fine. Maybe it would be on number 3 if it was in a little bit better condition. The vinyl it plays great, but the cover has seen better days. This is R. Seychelles, I think that's how you pronounce it. Steve Hillage doing his thing on guitar. Amazing. And you have the name skips me right now on electric piano or organ, Dave Stewart. This is magnificent, and it ticks off everything for a collector. It's super rare, it's anonymous, none of the players is named on the covers of the original pressings, because they were bound to Virgin or something like that, because they had just ventured into Gong. I can't remember the entire story, but check it out. It's pretty cool. And this is the German first press. That's why it's in blue. I think that the blue cover it was only on in Germany, but it's actually on the Vogue label, which I thought was a French label, so maybe a collab or something like that. I don't know. Plays great. Sounds great. It's great. Great. So yeah, I think that the first UK press of this, which is the one that is hardest to find, was grey, and maybe the French is the pink or the purple, I don't know. Yeah, or Seychelles at number 4, it's just insane. I mean, I'm ashamed to put this at number 4. It should be number 1, but it's not. It's number 4, which brings us to top 3. Yeah, this, oh my god, shit, pommes frites. This is, look at that, look, got goosebumps. Just watch, I got goosebumps on my knees just watching this record. I can't believe, I've been looking for this since I started collecting. It's part of that sort of Scandinavian prog that I'm collecting. Anyway, number 3, Culpeper's Orchid. Arguably the best record ever recorded in Scandinavia, of all records ever. I hold this as one of, if not the absolute best record. It's such an awesome record. Here's the inside of the gatefold, and it has the side thingy. I don't know what it's called. Lyrics. Backside is a little bit haunting almost, but here's the main man, Culpepper's Orchid. Yeah, just insane. It's such a killer record. And yeah, some writing on the label, I don't care. First press in, I should say, like near mint to EX condition. Got it for half of what it should go for, maybe less. It's like almost like the find of the year in that sense, that it's a record that should have cost me a lot more. And I'm so happy to have this in my collection. On number 3, so where are we going after that? So yeah, number 2. I don't know how to. Yeah, this is a big one, and I don't care about the rip on the cover. It's like that's the entire reason why I could buy it in the first place. If it hadn't had the rip, it would cost much more, and I couldn't afford it. So this is Resan, one of the coolest Swedish prog records ever. It's a magnificent one that I didn't understand going into this 15 years ago. I didn't like it at all, and it has certainly grown on me as much so, that I'm willing to pay up for original press of this. It's on the Epic label, and I bought this by Mats at Jackdaw Records in Skara, one of the best record stores in Sweden, hands down. And I'm so glad that I'm not a neighbor of that store, because if I were a neighbor of that store, I would be totally broke. Like really, I wouldn't have a single dime left, because that guy gets such killer records. This is from his personal collection, and I was able to buy it from him this summer. I'm really glad that he decided to sell it to me. So Resan, great one. Number 2. And number one, and I think that no one out there that watched my last video don't know what I'm gonna show you now. Shit, I'm gonna try to handle it with care. Number 1 spot, obviously it's Baumstam on tour. Krautrock record that it's so rare and obscure that many people that love Kraut that I have met don't even know about this record, and they should. It's a monster. It is hailed as one of the heaviest records ever recorded, and I agree. It's almost like a death metal when it comes to heaviness. It's insane. The fuzz guitars on this is just has the original insert or leaflet or pamphlet or whatever it's called, and private pressed. Someone was nice enough to write on the cover or on the label. So thank you so much for that. Now we know. Yeah, this is. I think you could say that this is a grail in the true sense of the word. One that I didn't know existed this summer. Got a reissue from Torsten in Holy Shit Records in Berlin. Played it to death. And when the opportunity rose to get an original first press in this condition, I mean, I would be stupid not to jump on that one. And the guy who sold it to me, Tobbe, thank you so much. I mean, finding another press of this, like one more, so you could trade this or sell it. You know, it's pretty insane. If you ask me. So yeah, thank you so much for that. Baumstam, on tour. And that's it. That's my top 10 finds of 2024. I hope you liked it, and I hope you have a great sort of luck out in the crates in 2025. I already have so much stuff that I haven't logged and played yet, so it's going on the 2025. This is how I do it. I get the record, I clean the record, give it new sleeves and stuff. Then I put it in a separate section of my collection, which is to be played. When I play the record, I also log it on Discogs, and that then when I log it, it gets a date. That's these. So these were played and logged on Discogs in 2024. But with that being said, I think I have 30 records that could be on my top 10 this year. I have them clean but not played and logged yet. So they probably end up on the 2025 list. So amazing records to show you in the future. Just look for our recent vinyl finds. They are coming. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching this year and supporting this channel. I feel like for the first time this year in 2024, I actually feel like I am doing something good. And I'm saying that because the world is so upside down right now that doing these kind of videos, giving people good vibes, good music to listen to, something other to think about for just a fraction of a second, I feel a little bit proud of that with the amount of people actually watching my channel. So I'm this year I feel like I have done something pretty important with just having my small channel, showing some music, showing records, talking about music, and that feels good. So I'm going to try to have that same feeling going into 2025. So yeah, positive vibes, definitely. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.